Hi guys, today I'll be filling these nails that have grown out a little. As you can see, I've already removed the broken edges and filed down the nail. After which, first thing I'll do is to apply my primer, which will help the powder, acrylic powder, I'm using pink, to hold to the nail. So as I said, I've filed them down already. I'm going to add my acrylic primer, and then I'm going to add my acetone, which I'll use with the acetone liquid. Here I am applying the primer. I have to make sure we put on a good amount so that it holds the acetone and the acrylic liquid. Sorry, hold the acrylic liquid and the acrylic powder when we're filling it. I will then apply my brush into the acrylic liquid. Now we need the liquid to hold the acrylic powder. Gently place it in the powder so that it takes up the powder for you. Then you apply it to the nail and thin it out as you get to the top of the nail, so it's not too thick. Smooth it as you come down. Smooth out all the sides, get in the creases. There you go. Try to make it as even as possible. Apply it as close to the cuticle as possible, but you don't want it on the cuticle because it will dry on the cuticle and it will be a problem to buff off. Here we go, as close to the cuticle as possible. Smooth it down and spread it out. Beautiful. Acrylic liquid, acrylic powder. And remember, I had already applied the primer before I started with the acrylic. And we're using pink acrylic. There you have it. Now that we have finished applying the acrylic powder, I will be buffing the nails to smooth them down. I have my emery board. You want to take time not to rub off the flesh at the top. Just line it up with the cuticle and slightly buff that side. Go to the top. While you're buffing, pull away at the top of the finger so that you can buff smoothly between the cuticle and the acrylic, because you don't want to hurt the person or yourself if you're doing it to yourself. You want to have smooth nails all across. And there we have it. Because I was just filling it, it doesn't take that long to smooth it down, as opposed to a full set that was just done. Here we have it. Now this block can also be used to file down the nail. It's just not as coarse as an emery board. So you actually use it to file down the nail while smoothing it a little. And it has two sides. The smooth side can be used to buff it at the end and to remove the excess dust. So we buff, smooth, remove the dust. And here it is. So this is a finger that has been filled. Okay. Moving on to the next finger, we start with buffing the top, or filing, I should say. Filing the top as close to the cuticle as possible without hurting the person. Yes. And we're trying to let it look as close to your own nail as possible. So the lower you get the top, the more realistic it will look. And keep pulling away the finger so that you don't hurt the person. I'll use this now, as I said before, to smooth it down while still filing it. And then the smooth part of the buffer to buff it down. Give it a smoother effect. Use my brush or my cutie brush. Get away or get rid of the excess dust. So you have less cleaning up to do at the end. Now that we have finished filling the nails, filing them and buffing them, we can apply our top coat. These are some long nails, and this is pink acrylic powder. So these days we have so many different colors that we can choose from, that sometimes you can wear just as it is without having to polish it. And then another time you can polish it to give yourself a different look. But the colored acrylic powder gives you the choice of wearing it just as it is once it has been applied. Like this beautiful pink. Doesn't need any polish unless you desire to polish it, or your client would like you to polish it, or you could just put designs on it and let them wear it just like this. Beautiful pink, and it even has an ombre effect, if I might add.